What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let's start it off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. How about that? Got it? Got it. What's up, Chris?
What's going on with you, bro? How you feeling?
Chilling, man. Another day. Another dollar. For real.
It's our Friday.
Man, it's our Friday. Hey, man, before we get started, man, what happened with Gene Hackman? What I mean, did they?
Man, that whole thing crazy.
Yeah,
he died. His wife died, and the dog died.
Now I'm like, that don't even sound right. What's going on?
Yeah, that's something crazy, man. I thought it was just his wife and the dog that passed away.
That's all three. Now, when that, and they said it wasn't, they don't think it was foul play. So was it asphyxiation or something like that? Or,
but
gas?
It says that Gene Hackman and his wife were deceased for quite a while.
Because I think they said he did a wellness check, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, wow. Well, I mean, he was 95. I didn't know he was one of my favorite actors, man, for real.
But they said TMZ is saying it's suspect of carbon monoxide poison.
That's what I was saying. The gas or something like that.
Yeah.
But then for all three of them to be gone, the dog too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man, get your furnaces checked out, man. Get the furnaces checked out. And they probably didn't even have a detector,
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's crazy, man.
But Gene Hackman, 95?
95 years old.
And his wife was 65?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, no, he was rocking the box, buddy. He was rocking it. He was rocking it. Because she was young. In comparison to him anyway.
Yeah, that's crazy. I thought it, but yeah, when I heard the news, I thought it was just the wife and the dog. I was like, this sounds like it's like the movie Enemy of the State right here.
Exactly.
The thing about it is, the first time I heard it, I thought it was like going to be like a gas situation. Where the gas killed him.
Like Chris just said,
yeah.
That's what TMZ said. It was the carbon monoxide.
Yeah, and they got a chance to clear out before the authorities got there. They've been dead for a minute.
That's what it said too. They was there for a while.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman was my guy though.
I'm saying, boy.
He was a gangster, wasn't he?
He was a bunch of something. He was something else on a lot of stuff. He was in Superman.
He was a lot of He was a lot of everything, right?
That French Connection though, that was the joint. French Connection,
right?
Yeah, the joint where he paid Popeye. That was no joke.
I mean, because people forget that he was in Superman.
Played Denzel Washington with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd have been in some movies.
He got some movies out there. Oh, sure.
A whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. No, I was going to
But
say one of my favorites is the Replacements with Keanu
yeah,
Reeves, and then The
yeah, there's a
Firm,
lot.
and man, there's so many, bro.
Yeah. I thought he was already gone, tell you the truth.
Right?
95 years old.
He was still alive.
I think
think
Gina gonna blame this on Christopher Reeves, and now Jane Hackman, Superman. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, man. But again, condolences to the families. We don't want to see nobody leave like that, man. But you know, when it's your time, it's your time. You never know when it's gonna happen. So let's get on with us, though, man. You know, so I was thinking, man, because we've all been in situations. Okay, I think we've all been in the entertainment business for a while, and I know, and I can say this on my behalf. Once the my level of the business got to a certain level, my privacy was gone, man. It was gone. I had people that would find out where I live and would camp out there before I go to the crib. It was just different, man. So we're talking about privacy, man, and what it means to us.
Yeah. You know, I think I remember telling y'all this once before when I was picking up acts and stuff. And I went to the bathroom, the public bathroom by myself. That was a mistake. I'm standing at the damn, at the urinal, and old boy trying to pass me a damn mixtape. Man, let me finish what I'm doing here. When I went in the second time, I had to have somebody come with me. And because they don't care. They just trying to get in,
I never had those problems. I'm a nobody. Nobody know me.
Hey,
I had them when I was out there.
I can tell you, I know that you had them problems, so you can kill that shit. But it's
right.
It's crazy though, man, because I mean, and it's different levels of it too, man. It's like social media. You post something on social media, right? And your social media blow up, all right? Or even if it doesn't blow up, you post it on there, and somebody can get your information just like that. Your privacy is gone.
Yeah.
You know how many times you've gone to Facebook and you see somebody's page that you know, and then all of a sudden it look a little funny. Next thing you know, somebody send you a text saying, "Hey man, don't mess with so and so's page because it's been hacked."
Mm-hmm.
Privacy gone. Right? And I think whatever we do, man, we're never gonna secure our privacy 100% ever. But damn, it's for me.
You can, but you're gonna have to leave social media alone. You have to leave them cell phones alone. You're gonna have to go back to the flip phone. You're gonna have to do all of that.
Again, never.
Nope.
That ain't gonna happen with me. That'll never happen with me. You got, and it's easier now to contact people, to stay in contact with them. Hell, Chris, that's how we found. I don't want to say found each other because it sounds real funny, but that's.
Yeah, that sound like real broke back, brother.
I know, right?
Dang, you took it there, Chris. It sound like a real broke back.
But that's how we reconnected.
But that's how we got reconnected, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for social media, like this part of dope living probably wouldn't even be happening right now.
Yeah, because I mean, if you want to take it all the way back, it's still been Facebook Live. It wasn't Facebook Live. It's still been Facebook Live. You the one turned me on a StreamYard, so but then we, like I said, we knew each other beforehand, but then
right,
social media, and that's the good part about it. Okay, but again, what about the privacy? I mean, how does privacy mean to you guys?
I love my privacy, bro.
I do
love
too.
it.
I do too. And sometimes, by getting out there and helping people, I mean, you open yourself up to that privacy, if you're out there, especially when you're helping out, especially when you're doing a bunch of groups, because you're inviting them into your private space, you're inviting them into your business space, they're in all of your spaces. So when you go to do something, just like a grapevine, everybody know what everybody's doing, So I mean, it was good for shows. It was great for shows, great for promotion.
Right.
But when you at the crib and it's the only Saturday you didn't go out of town, and you chilling, and the phone bump up, or somebody come knocking on your door, talk about pops, man, I got something I want you to check out, or and 9 times out of 10, if they coming to me directly, it's something that's cooking, and I'll listen to it. And sometimes I've stayed up to 3 o'clock in the morning after getting home, just to get something off.
Yeah. It's funny though, man. If you put it out there, and let's say, for example, you and your girl, man, y'all got a real good vibe, right? And you feeling it. You got some partners, and you telling your partner, yeah, man, my girl could do this, my girl could do that, and blah 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 blah. Now you done took some of that personal stuff, that personal time that you have with that girl, and you giving it to your friends now. So your friends are being like, well, dang, I need that. I need that. You got some cutthroat guys like that. Now your privacy is invaded because he gonna try to come at your girl.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that they tell you not to do, especially in this industry. Like you said with the girl situation, with you being so accessible to people. You know what I'm saying? And talking your business around the wrong people.
Yeah. But outside of cutting yourself off completely from the world, how can we kind of make this privacy thing more private, for us without cutting ourselves off? We can't, and I can speak for us and Gina as well, we can't cut ourselves off from the world. We got to do what we got to do for the business, for the brand. But how do we make it minimal? How do we bring it down?
I mean, we got to take a step back.
You have to look at every corner of your life. I mean, think about what we got going on right now. How do you back off from this and cut it off? You know what I'm saying? How do you do that? How do you
can't.
Take this phone? How do you take this phone that you've been getting in contact with everybody with and kill it?
Yeah, well, I mean, the other thing too is that, and I'm not talking about us that's on here, but you got a lot of people that want to be seen. Yeah. So it's hard for them to cut it off. But the people that's been seen for years and want to just fade into the darkness, they can do it. You know what I'm saying? It can be done. It's the discipline of it. You know what I'm saying? If these phone devices and electronical devices and technology is running us a little bit too much, where we need to fall back and get back to the reality of everything. Because a lot of stores are closing because of technology. Yeah. Because everybody order online now. A lot of people don't leave the house. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to go outside. Everything you need is inside of your house, on your computer, on your TV. So, we got to get back.
I'm sorry,
we got to get. No, I'm just saying we got to get back to what we used to do and interact with each other. Because when we interacted with each other, being outside, you know what I'm saying, it seemed like the world was more bright. Even though there's a lot of bad stuff going on, but the world was more brighter.
Yeah, man, I used to want to, especially when I was doing the music video show and everything was way up here. I used to say, well, look, I'm at my house. I want to put a basketball court. I want to put a little bowling alley in there, man. Movie room and all this stuff, man, because you wanna be out there with the people, but you don't. You know what I mean? You've already made the choice to be a role model by being on here, and you've touched a lot of people. It's hard to cut it off because people depend on what we do. People depend on seeing you and getting the laughter and getting the information and getting all of that stuff. They depend on it. I was talking to Rachel. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, I was going to say, but the other side of that is this. What do we always tell people? We tell people that know us, you know me in real life, just call me.
Well, I've had to change, and y'all know this. I had to change my number.
I remember.
At least 3 times this week.
Dude.
I told G the other day, I'm like, bro, I got like 17 numbers on you. Which ones did I erase?
I had to go back to the text. I see the text, and I was like, oh, I go back to the text, and that's the latest greatest number right there.
I mean, but you get to a point, man. It's like, well, everybody wants something. Everybody wants you to do something, and that's great. That means that you've done your job. That means that everything that you try to do, people see it, and people are attracted to it, and people want you to help them. Okay, but damn, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Come on now.
Look, bro, it don't even have to be in the morning. It can be in the afternoon. It don't matter. They just, I mean, but to me, it gets to the point of, are they begging? Are they really worried about your well-being? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the hard part, you know, to try to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Is it genuine, or are you in it because you're gonna get something out of the deal? If I told you I was gonna do what I did, yeah, it'd be those type of situations. So.
I mean, but what is it about, you know, dope living when we tell them we teach you how to fish? You know what I mean? They're gonna ask some questions on how to fish sometime. You know what I mean? So I mean, I think it's a good thing, you know, but sooner or later you get old, it gets old, you know, and especially if you're making no dough, you know.
Yeah.
If you're making no dough, and you know, you take your time is valuable. I mean, I don't know what y'all value your time. I value my time too.
Come on, bro.
So, I mean, I'm punching it up like hell on my brother's station on DopelivenTV. Yeah, he got it all.
It gets to a point though, man, and you know, trying to hide yourself from everybody. It's a task in itself. You know what I mean? You wanna help everybody, but you can't. All right, and then it starts taking its toll on your health because now you're fighting. You're fighting yourself. And believe me, I've been there. Okay, I mean, that time I had that little mental breakdown, man. I said that was enough. That's when I changed the number. I'm like, that's enough, man. I can't do it anymore. Yeah. And so I have about 20 people that have this the new number. That's it. Now I still got that other number.
So, bro, how do you feel about making a circle big enough so it takes some of the pressure off? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the people in the circle are going to have to be able to compliment each other. Yeah. We got to compliment each other. We got to be able to. Yeah. And I know you guys can do that. All right, but this is 3 out of the 20 that I got. All right. So it's only maybe 3, maybe 4. Put my son in there. That's about it. You know.
What about
5 my girl?
Jeff.
That's it.
Man.
And then after that, man, it's like, you know, it's back on me. But you know, let me dig a little bit deeper though. So you what do y'all think about cameras in the schools? In the classrooms?
The only reason I say I think it's needed because of what the world has turned into.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the stuff that's happening, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it helps both sides, the teacher and the student.
Yeah. I mean, Miss Townsend had the most awesomest idea, I thought. And I think that she should be a millionaire by now. Of that app she got, because it actually locates the kids in the school. You know, all they do is hit a button. They ain't got to do nothing else. One button, open up the app. It's emergency. And they show where the people are at, you know, that are in the school. And that lets the police not end up in the wrong spot. But there's only one problem with it. If it's a student, then they got the same damn app. But they don't see where the people are at. The only somebody see where the people at are the people that the main folks at the school. They open up a, you know, some remote setup on a computer, and they can see where folks are at. And that's at the police department. So, I mean, it's a good thing. That kind of privacy, you know, a little bit of invasion is a lot of prevention to keep shit from happening in schools. I ain't got no problem with that. As long as it's not in the bathrooms and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but check this out. So remember when COVID came up and they had to be homeschooled, right?
Right.
So I don't know if you all remember seeing videos on YouTube where a kid was on the screen, and the teacher was on the screen, but the kid's mama ran through in the background. You know what I mean? She not remembering that the camera was on and that it was pointed towards the room. She ran in naked, man. Ran there in the background naked.
Streaking?
She wasn't doing it on purpose though. It was just, she was at home.
Yeah.
So was she a lunch menu or or something that can be thrown away?
She was a whole grocery cart.
See,
so
yeah. She was on the edge of spoiling. That's what she's trying to say. She was on the edge of spoiling.
She was the whole cart, man. So,
but the big thing here in Nashville is those LiDAR. Not LiDAR, but the tag readers.
The air tag.
Yeah.
The air tag. That's another. Hey, look, that's another step, bro. That's crazy.
The big thing with the license plate readers, LPRs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what happens is they catch a lot of these jacked vehicles.
Yeah.
So that's a plus.
Yeah, that's a plus. I mean, they got them sitting in areas where they found a bunch of stolen cars there, so they'll put them. They'll set up a different type of perimeter to catch the cars going in, so they can send a car to them. And they ran 20, 30 cars. And of course, there's a lot more cars being stolen, but on the average, it's probably about 10, 11 cars a week, and caught up. Probably a lot more if you catch it that many. So,
all right. So check this out. Again, and I can speak to you guys because we do the same thing basically. Are you comfortable with people recording you or taking your picture without you knowing?
No. AI is a motherfucker.
See, I was just go ahead, Mo.
They take your picture and have you running around here streaking in public.
Exactly.
When did I do that? And
exactly.
AI is a mug. Shoot. They take your picture.
Go ahead.
They take your picture and have you saying something you ain't never said. Remember they did it to Obama, they did it to Biden, they did it to Trump, they did it to all the people that was running for a president. AI did.
So I was talking to somebody earlier about this. But check this out. So this is so funny. So I was showing them this picture, right? There's some random people, right? I mean, they're not random, but they actors or something like that. But anyway, she had a man's face, number one. Anyway, all right. But that's besides the point. But all you got to do is do this. You touch your screen, and you can take that picture, right? And put it, like you said, Mo. You can put it anywhere.
Yeah. You
can put it anywhere. And if I don't know that you took my picture, and then I don't know you took my picture, and then I'm sitting up here in a picture with this. All
Moshika. But that hair is fantabulous.
Fantastic. And then y'all put me next to this beautiful woman right here.
Oh, damn it, son. You wouldn't mind that.
Nah, I wouldn't mind it, but I still got my daddy's tape recorder. Maybe in a picture, but we ain't seen each other, talk to each other, and now I'm next to her. I mean, I have a problem with people, and I don't know, Mo. You can ask Gina, you can ask other people, man. When I see people taking pictures and this and that, I'm like this. Don't take my picture unless I really don't want, because sometimes we're under contract where we cannot take a picture unless I'll say a staged picture, a picture that
something with next to your sponsorship.
Yeah.
See, they might be taking that picture. You might be sponsoring Pepsi, and they take your picture. You standing next to a Coke machine.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Privacy gone. They take it. Okay. What about recording though? I have a problem with somebody recording me without me knowing it. As far as speaking, we in a conversation. We talking like we talking right now, okay? And just so everybody knows, in about four or 5 minutes, we got the CEO, Miss Rachel. She coming up, you know, with her segment on a Thursday, so that we can be, you know, definitely be inspired, you know, and that's what she does
this week.
But it's called Rachel L. Gary with the CEO Nuggets. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to be, and especially nowadays, all right, a lot of stuff that you say now can be misconstrued, all right, and in the business that we're in, we could wind up in jail because of something that we said it was so innocent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Period. And I'm like, dang.
Let me tell you what got me. I saw the craziest example of the AI voiceover stuff. You know, they took a sample of somebody's voice, like talking right now, so they got the, you know, the tone and everything of their voice, and then they just typed the letters in, you know, words in, and then they played it back. It would sound like me talking.
Right.
You know, that's crazy.
That's real crazy, and get you in trouble, man.
Yep.
Trouble. And I'm not trying to lose what I built up just for me having a conversation. But see, I'm not President Trump. I can say he says he grabbed this, he touched that, he did that, and fuck them, fuck that. Okay. And he still is the most powerful guy in the world. Go figure. He said, yeah, I said it. So what?
No, he denied all that. No better than that.
I know. We just can't, you know, the privacy thing for me is just, and I brought it up, man, because you know, it's even up to recent times, man. It's bit me.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be used. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I don't know it. So that's why I keep my privacy, man. I try to make sure that even me, my girl, whomever, man, let's do things and let's surround ourselves with that little circle that you talk about, Mo, so that we won't have to be we don't have to be around a lot of different people. I'm not doing everything for everybody. That's just it. I can't do it.
I mean, it's a lot of people ready to pass the torch on, and it's gonna have to be some people that are ready to be innovative. I mean, it's a lot of people. I think GI's got a lock as far as talent is concerned. So I mean, it's a lot of people that could take this to the next level, and it's just, you know, getting them to speak up and getting them to speak on it. And
I think the moral of everything, man, is just leave me alone. Leave me alone.
And pick up some more people.
You know. So let's abbreviate the conversation. Like I said, privacy, man. Everybody needs their privacy. It just depends on you as an individual, man. How much privacy do you want? How much privacy do you need? Quit laughing at Chris sleep over there, Mo. It's all good.
I know my bro. He got little things going on. So
hey, man, it's our Friday. It's our Friday, man, and you know, we got so much stuff going on, man. You got to forgive us. I think each one of us have been on here before and crashed.
Oh man. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all got me a couple of times. But you know what, man? At this time, man, we got to change it up a little bit, okay? On Thursdays, man, we want to make sure that we leave you at the end of the week with some great information on how you can become the CEO of your life. And who better to do that than the CEO herself, man, okay? With the segment she calls Rachel L. Gary with the CEO Nuggets, man. Everybody say what's up to the CEO. What's going on, baby?
CEO.
Hey there, everyone. How are you doing?
Hey.
I missed you last week. I'm here now.
I know, Mo. You know what? Two times on the show, you were MIA. So we got to make sure you always here, so I can get that energy from you.
So what's the Nuggets we gonna get today, Rachel? CEO Rachel.
Oh, I heard us talking about privacy, and that was that. I'm going to chime in on that topic if that's okay.
It's all good.
So,
you got it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, as you said, privacy is all up to the individual. And I want to say, with social media being rampant right now, a lot of our privacy is now the world sees. So now we have a world stage where small things that you might do that would have normally just been in your private life are now being exacerbated because of the fact that you are now on a global stage. So the things that so for privacy, if you guys don't want people to know what's going on in your life, we got to stop using social media as our outlet for our information. So, I mean, I've seen many comments where someone is asking for advice on their relationships, situationships, their lives in general. And I want to say this as a coach, there are coaches and therapists for those things.
Yeah.
And sometimes a group opinion is not going to allow you to have a solution that you're going to be able to take and run with for your future self. So I mean, I definitely want to chime in on that privacy. And it's okay if you guys need help and assistance. Find you a coach, find you an accountability partner. And if people in your circle, I have to say it, if you have people in your circle who you cannot talk to, time to switch that circle up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's no problem. I don't think it's a problem with that.
Let me ask this question.
Please ask away, Mo.
So, all right, we got social media that's rampant right now. How long do you think this gonna last?
I think social media right now, I want to be transparent, and I always am going to be. To me, right now, social media is, even though I do a lot of my things on social media is actually a distraction.
Mm.
It was put in place to distract us from the things that were core value things in our lives. And I love social media because it allows me to talk to more people. However, with the fact that you have so many things vying for your attention, you don't have an opportunity to actually be focused on you, your life, things that are going to better your life in those ways. Social media is just a form of entertainment. We have to see it as that. It's just like, go ahead, what were you about to say?
I say that's going to be the realization, I think.
Yeah.
Once people figured out that, it's basically, it's been us getting led by the nose, really,
Right.
on different issues and things and the way we act towards one another.
Absolutely.
And I think at one point, and just like everything that the humans do, it gets old, You don't see nobody running around here with white wall tires on their car no more. It was a fad. So I don't
know. Go ahead, Mo.
I'm just saying it's a fad, and fads fade. It's just happened to be we're at the peak of it. We're at the plateau. I think we're at the plateau of that. It's gonna fade, just like everything does. Once we get the message out that this is not used for what this is not no family support thing. You know what I'm saying? This is not the way we act. You take that from your previous generation of those positive role models that you have in your life. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
That's where you take that from.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that social media itself it's not a bad thing.
No.
It's just not it was the intention of it being put out here on there's so many different platforms now. You have Twitch now that we got people pushing. So we're pushing Twitch. Twitch used to be just for gamers. Now you have people. Now you have podcasts. They've expanded to now you have podcasts on there. Now you have other type of media that's being played on Twitch. So I think of everything from the very beginning. You guys are going to see a video real soon where I'm talking about just social media. So it was great that we're talking about privacy. I was talking about when social media began.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because what happened to calling your neighbor and seeing how they're doing?
Okay. See, that was my whole thing.
So I mean, I remember that I used to visit my neighbors. They were also my clients too. That's how I started my entrepreneurial journey at 7, going from door to door, asking who could I shovel their snow, rake their leaves, and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, I'm really just concerned with, as we get older, and the newer generation is now looking at social media only. My son and I had a discussion about encyclopedias over Google. And he was like, we're smarter. I said, you guys have more access to information.
Yeah.
But because you have access to so much information, you can't discern what's real over what's fake. Right now, you're caught up into. I'll use, for instance, like I was reading the Al Sharpton list. I think Chris, he alluded to this a couple of days ago, where he was talking about when he was with Dr. Chris. I want to make sure I gotta put the doctor in there. But when he was alluding to the Al Sharpton list of the different places that we should boycott. Now, I asked you this: that for the list, I read over the list, and what I was thinking to myself is, how about somebody just tell me who is going to put that money together, get a Walmart alternative, get a Target alternative, get a Amazon alternative, as opposed to us boycotting them and only get essentials. I read the whole paper, only get essentials. If we're saying that we have to go to these particular stores to get essentials, that means that we need to find alternatives. And I'm not saying I'm for or against it. I'm just saying that it opened my eyes. We need to broaden our horizons to boycotting someone else, as opposed to, okay, now let's take the opportunity to get us a Walmart, get us a Target, get us a Amazon. Do those things. Like Gina was proposing a couple of days ago that she used to have a service very similar to Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
There's enough people to get those together. So what I'm saying is that we just need to utilize this time as a point of inspiration to grow and develop something different.
Pool our resources.
So we don't have the issue going forward.
Right.
Now, Rachel, let me ask you this.
Ask the question. I'm all about discussions.
We spoke about our positioning and how we raised ourselves to a position of people basically needing us to give just what you're doing, just what we're doing, to give them an alternative way of enhancing their lives, to becoming CEOs of their lives.
Absolutely.
But that takes away a portion of our privacy as well, right?
It does.
Because we have to be there for the people. Okay, we've already told them we're here for them. Reach out to us and this and that. But we have significant others. How does that privacy, and we put ourselves out there, how does that privacy affect family?
Well, I'll say, for instance, and this is going to be funny, guys. So my son and I, we were going someplace, and some people stopped and like, "Hey, I know you. You Rachel L. Gary." Ran over to shake my hand and everything. And my son says, "Uh-oh, now you're a star."
Wow.
And it was so funny because at the end of the day, in his mind, it was cool. Yeah. But let's say it gets to a point where it will get to a point where it will invade his privacy, because if my plans are as God has set me on a path, my divinity is aligned with me growing and developing and touching and helping more people. So as that rolls out and starts coming into clearer fruition, because it's slowly but surely becoming clearer, then I think of those things. Like, my wife is very, very private. We were like polar opposites when it comes to, I'm very outspoken and she's very reserved.
Shout out to Marie.
Yeah. She just ran away a couple seconds ago, but she wanted to make sure I didn't get her in the shot. But that's very, it's something I think about. But what I tell them to prepare for is prepare to be positive, prepare to the fact that people are going to have negative things to say, because the second that I become more of a household name, or more of a person who is saying that I'm offering a leadership and coaching and mentorship, more people are going to pick and find out, okay, what did you do when you were in 4th grade? And why were you at the police station? Why did you do all of that? Hey, the first point is that I had to tell the truth about living a past life. And when you tell the truth about what you're living in the past, you're not afraid of the future. But I definitely understand about the privacy portion because we see people on TV because none of those people are considering themselves stars. They're just individuals who happen to perform something excellently that allow other people to want to see them, hear them, or see them in any light. That's either musically, on as a artist, on an actor, or being a writer, or whatever that looks like. So all they're doing is living their lives. And they don't see themselves as these big things that the paparazzi needs to follow them around and things like that. But the paparazzi is looking for stories. They're looking for that information and trying to find out what dirt they can pull up on you. I tell anyone, look for all the dirt. Because while you're digging up the dirt, you're gonna find out there was diamonds and there was oil, there was gold underneath all that dirt. Because the dirt just how does a diamond form? By crushed coal. So I was put in the pressure. I was in the pressure cooker. I've been through those things so I can come out as a diamond in the rough.
Y'all better understand what nuggets mean, boy. For real. Y'all better understand the process. Man, that's crazy, man. But yeah, I, everything you said, facts, man, for real. We just got to understand who we are too, right? And what level of privacy that we want to hold for ourselves. You know, as we grow into what we do, it's hard. It's
I mean,
hard.
I said I plan to be on an island somewhere at some point. I don't think. Have you guys ever seen the story where the man he got $500,000 and then he bought a private island, him and his wife and a dog, and his wife passed away, and he had been on the island for 15 years all by himself, him and the dog.
Wow.
Yeah, he bought a private island. I mean, they're all out there, but at the end of the day, I would say this: privacy wise, at this point in time in my life, I'm trying to help people, and that's what I'm focused on. And that's a great question because it brings it to my mind to make sure that I keep my family safe mentally more so than just physically. Because mentally, I might be prepared for what's coming, what people will dig up, but will they be?
Mm-hmm. And you gotta have strong people behind you too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Their minds have to be just as sharp as yours sometimes. And it's unfortunate that we put them into this while we're trying to cultivate our dream. But I mean, you know, sometimes you got to say, well, you know, are you ready for this? Are you built for this? And it is what it is. This was,
you know, it's ironic you say that, Greg, because Marie and I just had a conversation just about that this weekend. Because I want to be very transparent. Right now, I have a radio show. I'm on several this week. I was on 5 podcasts. So I was on 5 podcasts as well as on my own radio show. So that was just this week. So as those distributions get heavier, where we have hundreds of thousands and millions of people watching them, it goes from just me having a conversation to now, what is that conversation about? Who is she speaking on? And people will take those things differently. So I asked her the question. I said, are you ready? Because I know that I'm going to go forward, all gas, no brake lights. Wow. And if I'm going forward, all gas, with no brake lights, are you going to be prepared for what happens next?
Yeah. And see, with that and saying that, I've lost relationships because of this business. You know, because, you know, I remember a time I went to when the music video show was on top. You know, we in all the magazines. You know, at the time they had the Right On magazine. You know, I'm in Vibe. I'm in Right On. I'm in every magazine there is. I go to Walgreens now. And Rachel, you made a point. We did for us. It's what we do, and you know, it's not as grandiose as to us as it is to other people. I'm in Walgreens. Girl pulls up. Not pull up, but she walks up and she picks up the magazine, and I think it was the one where I was with Escape, and she going through it, she looking at it, look at the magazine, look at me, look at the magazine, look at me, and she literally screams, "That's you! Wow, that's you. That's, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't like that because
But
number and it has nothing to do with privacy, but I don't like it because of the fact that I'm just like you. You and I are the same. You know, it ain't that big.
you know what? But you know what, Greg? What I will say is that we might not see it that big because we're just trying to make a difference and help other people grow. Because when you were doing the video show, you were doing it for exposure to other people. It wasn't even really about you. It was more about the other people. It just happens to be that the fact of that you brought out something in other people that made them want to work with you.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I say this. I'm hoping to touch individuals so they're inspired to be the CEOs of their lives. And if a bit of information that I provide allows you to find that clarity in your life and you are empowered to do something about that clarity and you're going to own what you're going to do along that path, then I have officially reached my purpose. So that is what it's really about. And I have to get on Oprah's show. I got to be in Oprah in her chair. So I gotta get it together before she stopped doing her show. So I'm saying,
go rub hands with the poulet.
Hey, a few weeks ago, before Rachel got on the radio, I think it was, her and I had this long conversation, man, and I was telling her, she's telling me all these great things that she's doing, and I think I didn't try to admonish her. I just tried to say, hey, man, look, be careful. You're doing a whole lot of stuff, all right? Make sure you know what steps you take, so that when you have to look back and you can't remember this step, okay, you got to remember every step that you're taking because people gonna come at you. All right, I'm so proud of her, man, for doing what she's doing. But this is a murky water type of thing, man. The waters are murky. If you ain't on it, if you ain't watching every step that you take, you might get swallowed up. You know.
Yeah. I mean, and that I totally agree with. And Greg, in that same conversation, I asked Greg for some assistance about, hey there, Natalie. That is the queen of romance there right there. Natalie Murphy, get her books. I mean, my wife right now is reading a book in the tub. Thank you, Natalie, for that book.
That's what she needs to read. That's what she needs to read in the tub.
Wait a minute.
With that red light on and them candles burning, all right? Shoot, man.
Natalie Murphy is the queen. No, Natalie R. Murphy. And she says the R stands for romance. So
and
you got
that R stands for raunchy. That's what it stands for.
Well, I said if she putting a little spice in people's life, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, but you ain't got to put the whole spice rack in there. Come on, man. Damn.
Hey, she's got it spread over 9 books. So if you take your time and you slowly move up, then you'll be okay.
Natalie, she the truth, man. For real.
Yeah. I mean, I said I celebrate anyone who at the end of the day puts themselves out there and is giving other people information that helps them find success. That's either romantically, mentally, physically, emotionally. Because I think that the biggest thing is emotionally, we need to be ready for what's next. As we're talking about privacy, we got to emotionally start setting ourselves in motion for who we want to be. What do we want out of life? What are our true desires? And once we figure out what those true desires are we ready to be in action towards those desires? Some people take action. Like I think that the reason why people become stars because they just act on what they desire. And there's they were just regular people. How many of those stories start off? I was a regular person in this two-buck-tooth town, and I was in the backwoods, and I decided I didn't want this anymore.
Yeah.
How many stories have you heard that way? So it goes to their examples. They're examples of when you put your mind to something, what effort, what you can do. And that's what I take from it. Like I drive Lyft part-time. So I met Leon and I picked him up from Whole Foods. And what I told him at the end of the ride was, I said, sir, I know who you were the whole time. I said, I appreciate your contribution to the film, and being an actor. I said, you have a great day because everyone deserves their privacy.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I said to the man and when I let him out the car. Because at the end of the day, he was just trying to pick up groceries. It could have been a big thing. I could have been screaming. I've seen Leon's all his movies. But for me, I see everyone as a person. Because if he wanted to be known or seen, he would have took some bodyguards. He would have had a car. He wouldn't have been calling an Uber.
Yeah. That's some. See, y'all, we getting these nuggets, okay? And I didn't even get a chance to say, okay, Rachel, take 5 minutes and just go at it, okay? Because she's giving it to us as we having this conversation, okay? This is her time, all right? But Rachel, you got 5 minutes. Nugget us.
He said nugget y'all.
Nugget
well,
us.
Well, I hope this whole time I've been dropping nuggets because I try to be inspirational no matter what I'm doing and for whatever reason. So my nugget of today is whatever dream you have, get that dream on some paper. Start moving forward towards that dream. Stay in action. Action is not conversation. Action is actually moving forward towards your destination. And learn how to speak your things into existence. So I'm going to tell you guys my affirmation on an everyday basis. Is what I say every single day. I'm living a life of abundance. Money comes to me easily. I have all of my needs are met. And my wife and I travel at will to wherever we want to in the world. Yes. That is my daily affirmation. And as you guys heard in what I was saying, I am calling things into existence. I'm not speaking from a place of lack. If you want something, you want to do more, be more, have more. Be ready to give more, do more, and be more. Be ready to set your sights on your goal and be careful what you're speaking into existence. Yep. Because when you're speaking lack into existence, that is what you end up with. So if you're not where you are, where you want to be in your life today, start tomorrow preparing for the life that you want. Speak it, think it, do it, and be the CEO of your life. That one that's clearing your actions, empowered by your choices, and owning your direction.
Damn.
Make it happen, CEOs.
That's how you get it. Bang, bang.
That's powerful. That is powerful. But she's right, man. Y'all got to speak it and speak the positivity, not the lacking shit, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was talking on the radio and I spoke. This is what I reminded people of. If you're talking about what you don't want, you should never be talking about what you don't want, because your brain is not discerning of what you're saying you do and you don't want. Your brain is only taking in information that you're giving it. If you think that you want a loving relationship, how do you get the loving relationship? Be a loving person. Love you in a way that sets the boundaries for you to only attract people that are aligned with the person that you are looking for. That's what it's about at the end of the day.
There she is.
That makes sense. Oh my God. Wow. Yes, man. Look, Rachel L. Gary with the nuggets. Okay. For real, man. I like it. Okay. These ain't chicken McNuggets, y'all.
Hey, I don't do minced meat.
That's right. This ain't that fake stuff, okay? It's some real, okay? But that's powerful, man. That is powerful. Right? Speak it into existence, guys. Speak the positivity, not the negative, okay?
Now, you know what's funny? Greg and I had a conversation a year ago. No, how about we're gonna go back 3 years ago about me wanting to start the business and offer leadership and coaching to people, and I was struggling on how to make that happen. And then 2 years ago, him and I had a conversation about what I was starting to move forward on. Right. Then last year, we started talking about where I was going as far as going on podcasts, going on TV, being on radio, and things of that nature. Last week, him and I were discussing that how making sure that I'm doing the right things on the radio. So I called all that into existence. None of those conversations ever said, I can't make it happen.
No, never said
All those
it. Never
conversations
once.
like, I'm going to make this happen. I just need to know what steps to do to get there.
Yeah.
But you had a person to help guide you. The key to most success is having that one in your circle or two or three in that circle that make up that, to make up that successful team to get you to your next step.
Yes.
But you got to know who you
what they're
are.
doing.
You got to know who you are, and you got to have confidence in yourself and what you're getting ready to do. You got to know who you are, though.
I totally agree with that, because if you must align yourself with your purpose. If you're doing something for somebody else, or you're not happy, because like you'll hear a lot of those same people that we were talking about earlier, the stars, who say they're unhappy in their lives because they weren't living it, they weren't doing it the way they wanted to, because they were concerned about what other people were thinking. One more time, they were concerned about what other people were thinking. Now, I was reading a documentary with Harry Belafonte. And, hey guys, you might not know who he is, but look him up. Harry Belafonte. He was talking about why he left mainstream movies and moved to Paris, because he wanted something different for his life. So he felt that the way the movie industry was going at the time, it was putting him in parts that were less than where he felt he was as a man.
Trying to pigeonhole him.
So for him, at the end of the day, he had a standard that he wanted to be at. And his standard took him from all the way from the United States to Paris to become a star there, to come back.
I'm back.
So he didn't take a loss. He took a lateral move that made him more successful in his journey, on his terms. And when I see stories like that, those things I gravitate towards, because I always want to, you've heard the saying, all y'all heard it. If you don't stand for something, you fall for everything.
Everything.
So it ties right back into the privacy piece. If you are looking for something to be just within you or just within your circle, keep it there.
That's how you do that, y'all.
The second you open that can, y'all seen the shows where the snake jumps out. Once you open that can, you are allowing other people in. So if you don't want them in, keep it out.
Keep it out. Keep it closed. That's it, man. CEO Rachel Gary. Chris, let's get out of here.
I thank you guys for having me today.
Thank you.
No, it's a lot of stuff that Rachel talked about that goes a little bit further too on what we need to do to actually advance as a culture in this world too. So the subject that we had today about knowing yourself, being a CEO of yourself, and having your privacy, the things that we need to do to exceed is going to have to happen privately. We can't let them know where we're coming and how we're coming.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
You know
yes, sir.
That was one of the big things Marcus Garvey did. You know what I'm saying? He made sure until it's always one of us that rat us out, until one of us ratted him out. So, I mean, everything she talked about was A1. Everything we talked about is always A1, always A1 with Rachel. And then, hey, be the CEO, chairman, chairwoman of your life. That's all we can do.
Yep.
Better know where we come from, y'all. Y'all better know where we come from, all right? This is what we do. This is what we do. Mo, what you got?
Man, as usual, I always love Rachel's energy.
Yeah.
I always love Rachel's energy and her messages. I hate I missed you last week. I heard you had some fire coming off the tube. So I hate I missed you last week. Sister, nothing but love for you.
And nothing but love for you guys. Absolutely. You guys are very supportive. I feel the positive energy every time I talk to any one of you guys. And I got to get Mo's number because I got to ask Mo some questions. So,
Rachel, tell everybody how they can get in contact with you and tell them about the radio show real quick.
You can contact me on any social media platform at Rachel L. Gary. If you are looking for any information about any things I offer, courses, books, my upcoming book launch in June 15th, you can go to my website. It's sayiampossible.com, because the word impossible doesn't exist. The word says I'm possible. So, and the name of the radio show is Wake Up CEO. It's from 3 to 5 on My Radio Chicago, Support District Radio, where it is more than radio. On Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, because we are in a global platform.
That's right. And I'm gonna tell you, man, if you know, I'm sitting here and I'm these three people around me, man. We have done so much when we're trying to achieve and get to the objective that I said, objective, Rachel, the objective that we want. All right. So my thing is this: these three people that are around me right now, including Gina, I've known them for a long time. We kind of disconnected, lost touch. All right. But this is the power of God and the power of belief. All right. Look where we at. We sitting here talking with each other again. Who would have known that we would still be talking to one another?
Man,
after not being able to talk to one another for quite some time.
You know, me and Greg, we used to mop floors.
The buffing bosses.
These are the buffing bosses.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We started out mopping floors at South Lake Mall, and we had to do that bad boy in 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a long way.
God is amazing, man. Okay, and now I have my family. Okay, my brother Chris, like I said, took a lot of money from me. Okay, but we talked. All right, and my sister Rachel, man, we had some adventures I won't talk about because but we've had some adventures. All right? I ain't gonna talk about them. All right, and like Mo said, we buff floors.
We went to school together, and we just happened to go work at the same spot.
But this is my privacy here. This is my circle, and I feel it's a blessing for me to have this circle, okay? Because number one, it's a wealth of knowledge right here. Number two, they got my privacy. They know how I am, okay? They got my privacy. I can only speak for me, okay? But I know I'm safe when I'm around.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That I totally agree with. When you it feels very. It feels good when you have an opportunity to talk to somebody and you know that what you're talking about is not going to leave the room.
That's it.
Yeah.
I can give these people all my ideas that I got secretly, and I know that they're going to be good, okay? And it's going to be just that. And if they can enhance and help, that's that part of that circle. If they can enhance and help it, they're going to do it. And they're not going to ask for nothing because they want to see success just like I want to see success in them, like he wants to see success in everyone. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to have that circle and know that circle is secure. It's a beautiful thing, all right? Y'all need to get in that. That's called dope living. That's what that's called.
Yes, sir.
Man. Hey, man, that's how you close out the weekend, okay? Rachel going to be with us every week on a Thursday with Rachel L. Gary, CEO Nuggets, all right?
Hey, Rachel.
Yes, sir.
I put my number in the private chat. Take a look at that up there.
All right.
Better get it now before we close out because if you don't, you ain't never gonna get it.
You ain't gonna get it. Yeah.
Hold on. It went away. Now I gotta wait.
Man, that's okay.
Right
hey Mo, just put it in a private message in her inbox.
Okay.
Got him? Cool, man. I'm gonna be that dude again. I'm gonna be that dude again, man. But look, again, I gotta point this out. It's Friday, Thursday, okay? Look at the legs, man. What my legs were that long? Damn.
You don't even look that tall, man. What did you have underneath them pants?
Damn.
That's where the pants were.
Look like Still Stone. Look like Still Stone. Shout out to Barbara Walker. What's up, girl? Look, Stilts. Ugh. Anyway, this is Dope Living TV Live, man. Okay, we had a great week. Shows were really good this week for some reason. It was excellent, all right? And we closed it out with some CEO nuggets, all right? Be the CEO of your life, all right? Y'all make sure y'all listen to the radio show, Rachel's radio show. Make sure whatever we doing here, man, support. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, man. Let's get these numbers up so we can do a lot more, all right? We out, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.